Hello Taurus, this is your extended reading. So I am so impressed by your strength, by your, it's just like you're coming so powerful, so knowing your power, it's incredible. I feel it in my body, right? So we start off this part of your reading, this extended, with the King of Wands, and this is you. And interestingly, uh, after this King of Wands came the Ace of Swords. And I see you, this, just holding this sword of truth in your hands with a lot of confidence. Didn't I say that already in the first part? Like, it feels, because when you started off with the Nine of Pentacles in the first part, I saw somehow you standing up to this place of self-sufficiency. But here, starting off with this with this King of Wands and the Ace of Swords, it's almost like you know your power, you know your domain, you know your territory, you know the expanse of your power, right? You know how far you can go, and you know the truth of it all. It's almost like you know the source of this power, of this self-confidence, right? It's coming through with a lot of, wisdom. You're coming with this, it's just this full awareness of your own true power, right? So, and it's fiery, but it's very smart, right? So you have the ignition to put things into motion, to start things, right? Especially because we ended the last part with the Magician, this new chapter, that feels very, and this is interesting too, because I didn't say in the first part, but I should mention here that I was seeing this world and the Magician. It's almost like this new world, it's about to unfold, it's about to be revealed to you. It's almost like there is another world underneath this hat, just waiting for you to open up and see what's inside. And so here things were very clear already in your old world, but this new world feels very magical because there is this surprise, this mystery that is waiting for you to just open up this present, right? And so here you're coming with this strength, but this it's like this very, very knowledgeable action, very wise action, very decisive, right? But also very honest. There is a lot of transparency in your action, and also in how you express. So the way that you're expressing what you're feeling, right? What are your motivations? It's like very honest, very sincere, very transparent. There are no secrets. You're just so upfront. You're just so, you say what you think with courage, with this brave approach. I don't know how else to explain. It's like it's just the best way to explain what I'm seeing, what I'm sensing here with these two cards. It's like you know who you are, and you're not ashamed to show who you are to whoever comes your way, but also to just conquer whatever you want, right? All of your desires are just, you see them clearly and you go for it, right? This new world that you're entering, it's like there is a lot of conscious action. It's like very precise, right? So this is beautiful. And after this Ace of Swords came the Wheel of Fortune. And this Wheel of Fortune is coming with this unlocking of some sort of power. It's almost like what I'm seeing here with this Ace of Swords. It's like this key to open up this lock, right? And so it's almost like you were challenged by some sort of very big entity, right? It's like this universal power, this higher dimensional energy that it's ready to be revealed for you, and you see it and you want it and you're going for it, and you hold the key of truth within your hands. So you're unlocking it with no hesitation at all. You're just doing it. You're going for it, right? And this is it. It's big. It's moving a lot of parts in this new world that you're about to enter, that feels to me, because after these two cards came the Seven of Cups. And it's interesting because it's talking about the two cards that came next, but I'll start with the Seven of Cups first. So what you find on the other side of this Wheel of Fortune, like this lock that opens up this doorway, right? But in reality, it's almost like your understanding of, this clarity that you gained because you were unstoppable, right? You were so confident in your actions that nothing could stop you, and so you just went for it, whatever it is, right? This challenge, but knowing that you could make it. It was what I was saying here, knowing that you could open up and unlock this challenging experience, or this obstacle that wasn't actually an obstacle, right? It was almost like this trick that the universe is playing on you, making you want it by challenging you. Because on the other side, because what I'm seeing with the Seven of Cups today for you, it's almost like this, I don't know if it's how it's pronounced, but like a kaleidoscope, I think. It's almost like you're here. It's so this is very beautiful. You know, here in the first part, we had this justice in the middle between your old world and your new world that was just about to be revealed to you, right? And that it felt so much more magical than this one. But you, very balanced, you in this very steady place, but steady and not passive, very active, right? But very confident of each step of the way. So the balance is in the movement, right? And here with this Wheel of Fortune in the middle, it's almost like this movement is picking up the pace, because you go, and it feels like this is a movement that is internal, because it's mind and heart, right? It's your thoughts, your hyper aware focus, and your emotions, right? But it's almost like when you come to this, didn't I say that we get to this point of silence of your mind, right? Silencing your thoughts, just coming to this point of hyper awareness, and here you reach this point of perfection with this Ace of Swords. And so your mind is so clear that when you unlock it, this challenge in front of you, right? And I'm hearing this turning of the key. It's beautiful because I feel like it's going to be like a switch, right? And then on the other side, it's almost like your hyper focused awareness, it's going to be like, it's going to be multiplied in a million. It's almost like you're super focused, like your laser focused awareness, right? With your mind, it's going to be like fractalized in so many more, and not only visions, it's almost like, it's like your mind will be able to unlock new emotions for you, but in this very, it's almost like this immediate thing. It's almost like this switch that is being flipped, and it's almost like now you have this new menu of emotions that you're able to access that you weren't before, right? Because you had to learn to control your mind. And this is very interesting because the two cards that followed this Seven of Cups were the Three of Swords and the Seven of Swords. So here it's like this, when you open up this menu, this new menu of emotions that is being handed to you, and it's like it's very subtle, but you have this very clear perception of whatever is going on inside of you, right? Because you're feeling it very clearly within you, within your mind's eye, but also it's like your being is being fractalized, and you're able to choose new ways to feel everything. I don't know how to explain what I'm seeing. It's like new set of eyes, but not only eyes, it's like a new set of sensory experience, or a sensitivity to absorb this new world, right? But with this Three of Swords and this Seven of Swords, it's almost like you're it's not struggling, but you're going through this adaptation process that could feel very intense, right? To your body, but also to your mind. It's almost like this new perception, these new senses that you're gaining. Sorry about the noise. It's like these new doorways that are opening up to your senses in a very emotional way, in a very sensitive way, right? In a very subtle way. You have to deal with it in a very mature way, right? In a very, it's like there's a lot of moving pieces and moving parts, and new senses that you're gaining, that you have to make sense of them. Because what I'm seeing here, it's like these two sevens, the water and the air, the emotional side and the mental side of it, it's almost like it happens first because you've gained such clarity of your mind, and you learn how to control your thoughts. It's almost like now your emotions are going through this opening up, through this fractalizing, right? Through this kaleidoscope expansion. And now that you feel differently, that the way that you feel the world, that you feel others perhaps, but the way that it's like, it's very sensorial. It's like, I don't know how to explain this. Maybe you'll feel it and you can tell me, but it happens first with your body and your feelings, right? And then this Three of Swords is this point of finding balance again within all of these moving parts, because you're trying to make sense of it. So this is where, you know, your emotions are triggering this need to establish a lot of knowledge, but it's like your emotions are informing now your thoughts, right? And so there is a lot to process. And perhaps it could be overwhelming. It could be very intense. So it's like and because, especially because we're ending with the Tower, it's like, allow yourself some time to process everything that is going on with you. You know, because in the first part, there was this control of the mind and control of the body. And now that you have come to this point of perfection, of full clarity, you're unlocking these new senses of your body, but especially of your sensitivity. It's like your sixth sense or seventh sense, right? Because we have this, yeah, this is so interesting. It could be like this development of, you know, this seventh sense that I don't even know what it is, but it feels like you need some time to process everything. Because with the Tower, what I was seeing, it's like this, you're building yourself up again. It's almost like it's like you had to get to this point of silence of your mind to be hyper aware of these new senses that are coming up. And once you do go through this phase of intensity, of making sense of everything, it's almost like I'm seeing you just building yourself up. It's almost like each block of this tower, you're just building it up with this. It's like your new sense, it's giving you this intelligent mind that you know exactly what fits where, right? With this, it's like your mind is being ignited, but your mind is being it's being informed by your emotions, right? So the sensitivity that you're gaining, it's not only through the external things, it's almost like they're reshaping, they reorganize your mind in a way that you see things very clearly now. And you're building yourself up in this new world with such precision. It's you are so strong, but you're so precise, you're so focused, it's intense. So allow yourself to process it all, right? To explore this new realm, right? This building up, it's like this, you're just building yourself up. It's how I'm seeing this. So let's pull a rune, an astrological rune, as a final guidance for you, Taurus, after such intense but also very strong and self-confident reading, right? Okay, so let's see what the runes have to add to this, maybe in regards to this seventh sense that is being born, right? Okay. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so the rune that came through was Aquarius, and immediately it just was screaming to me, Age of Aquarius. This is your new world, right? This is so gorgeous. Like, maybe you are this pioneer of how the senses, these new senses, are going to become, you know, very, it's like this, the way that the world is going to unfold, uh, you know, in this new age of Aquarius is guided by these new senses. And so being open, you know, to this expansion of your perception, of your sensitivity, allowing these new senses to come through, it's like this signal for you, Taurus, that you're entering this age of Aquarius, right? That is so much more connected to this, um, this universal power, right? This, it's like these, it's like this web that now you're seeing how you're part of it. And not only that, how you can control the weaving of this web with controlling your mind and allowing this, it's what I'm seeing, it's like this spider so sensitive to the movement of this web, right? Because she was the one who built. And this is what I'm saying about rebuilding yourself, right? So you're not only sensitive to the world around you, but you're sensitive to the world that you're building for yourself, right? With this web that is so subtle but is so powerful. And it's just this age of Aquarius welcoming you, right? You are just reaching this higher level of awareness that allows you to enter this new world, but also to build this new world, right? It's not only to live in it, it's to build it, it's to sense it, it's to receive stimuli from it, right? And respond with full awareness of it. And so this is very intense. This is very powerful. I hope it was helpful to you, insightful in some way, or it made sense for you at least. Yeah, in some way that I cannot comprehend right now. But anyways, thank you so much for being here with me. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.